Good morning, everybody. It's Terry over here from Hidden Hollow. Driving into work, really trying to get adjusted to these hours. Being somewhere at 7 o'clock in the morning is really tough for this old boy, especially since I've pretty much been working for myself for the last 5 years. I come to you this morning with heavy heart. I was just flying down the road and there was a big flock of pigeons flying to my left, and then they crossed over in front of me, and it just made me really hurt me because I have to inform everybody that my good buddy Dave passed away Sunday. Now, I don't know if you remember who Dave was, but Dave was the guy that was dealing with cancer, a good friend of mine. I helped him build his loft, basically built his loft because he was too sick to do it himself. One of my driving goals was that he was in really bad shape, and he was really looking forward to racing his birds, flying. Look at 1, 2, 3, 2 bucks right there, and 2 does running across the field. Wow. He was really looking forward to racing his pigeons this year, and he had gotten me into it, and we were going to train together, and we were doing a lot of stuff together. When we first started hanging out, he had some rollers. He had a cage that he had his rollers in, and I built a really nice kit box out of pallets. It's in one of my videos, and I gave it to him, and I've built some feeders for him, and stuff like that, and I always made sure he had what he needed. And it made me feel good to help out a fellow flyer, not because he was sick or nothing like that, just because. And I would do that for anybody. I don't have a lot of friends out here in West Virginia, but the ones I have are good friends. And I try to treat my friends as good as I'd want to be treated. So, when I seen the pigeons fly overhead, it really got me this morning because, I'd been out of town a couple weekends ago, and I was really busy, and I've been texting him trying to get back with him. Last I heard, he was in the hospital for 3 weeks, and then he gets out, and he come home, and he never let me know how bad it was, I don't know if it was just pride or whatever else. But last I heard from him, he was telling me he was getting a mobility scooter, so he was able to get out to the birds and stuff like that. And like I said, I went out of town. I came back. I was busy. I started a new job, and I've been texting him for over a week now with no reply. And even yesterday, I decided I was thinking about going by his house, but I was in a hurry because I needed to do some things before it got dark. So as I was getting ready to go to bed last night, Dave's wife texted me back on his cell phone and let me know that Dave passed Sunday from cancer. I know most of us know somebody that have died from cancer, has cancer, suffering from cancer. It's really crazy just how prevalent that disease is. But when you lose somebody that's really close to you, it's really hard. Like I said, Dave and me, we were becoming good friends. We were friends because of pigeons. We met on a Craigslist ad over some turkeys, and as we talked, I found out he had rollers, he found out I had rollers, and we started exchanging, I gave him some rollers, I gave him some stuff, and he had black and white bell heads, and I had a really nice red and white roller cock, and he really liked it, so I gave it to him. Now, I got the cock back because he got rid of all his rollers. He gave me the cock back. We got into the homing pigeons together. I've got some nice ones right now. I have some that were actually supposed to go to him that I picked up at the pigeon club, a few weeks back. And I was trying to get a hold of him to let him know, when do you want me to bring you these birds? So now he's got probably about 45 pigeons at his house. I'm not sure if his wife is going to let me have them back so that I could at least fly them in his name. At least fly this year, race this year with the young birds for Dave. Just because like I said, I was not going to race. I was not going to get into this stuff until I seen that it's something that he really wanted. He was so excited when it came to these birds. Last couple months of his life, and we did a lot of work over his house getting his place ready. I built a lot of stuff, and I was happy to, because I knew that it made him feel better and it gave him something to look forward to. The worst part about it is, after we got all the birds in, we got the aviary done, we got everything finished, ready to go. He told me that day, I'm gonna start loft flying them tomorrow. And do you know he went into hospital tomorrow? That very next day, he went straight into hospital. He was in there for 3 weeks. Now, he never let on to me how bad it was. He kept telling me that they were just going to get his strength up so that he could get out and he was going to get the chemo treatment for the cancer that had came back, because he was in remission when I met him. I really thought he was going to beat it, at least for a while. Whew. So tonight's the viewing. They're going to have a memorial next Tuesday. I'm not sure what that consists of. I'm really hoping that I will be able to fly some birds, some of my white birds, at that memorial. He was my closest buddy. He was right down the road from me. We had things in common. We had goals in common. Like I said, other than people at my church, I really don't have friends around. Nobody does what I do. And the buddies I do have are married, and they're so far stuck up their wife's rear-ended, they can't do nothing. And they don't do nothing. The type that come home from work, go sit down in a chair, and that's about it for the rest of the day. Me and a lot of people I know don't have time for that. They come home and feed up, water up, clean this, do that. Dag. But anyway, I know a lot of people was wishing Dave well, praying for him, and I really appreciate it. I'm sure Dave's family will appreciate it. All I want to say today, as I drive down the road, is please keep Dave's family in your prayers. The only bad thing is I really wish I would have talked to Dave about God. I hope that he had a plan. I hope that he had given his life to God before he left. I hope that he at least believed, because, we don't really talk about that stuff. And I'm not the most religious talking person in the world, and I really struggle every day to do the right thing, but I'm trying. And talking to your buddies about that stuff sometimes, I've done it before, and sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad. So sometimes we wind up just keeping our mouths shut about it. And it was really heavy on my heart Sunday when I left church to talk to Dave about it and to see how he felt about it and pray with him. So I was texting him Sunday, trying to go over there. I didn't want to impose, because I know if he's sick, a lot of times, he's bedridden. And I didn't do it. And it really bugs me. It really bugs me. Yeah, I'm really worried about his family. I let her know, and I'll let her know tonight when I see her. If there's anything you need from me to do, just let me know, and I will be there. I know his wife went to church. She was looking for a church. I don't know how that ever happened out. And I'm not saying that's all there is to life, but believing is a lot better than not believing. And living your life godlike as best as you can is a whole lot better than not. Having certain standards to live by and trying to be a good person and treat people good, there's nothing wrong with that. I really hope Dave had some peace before he passed. I really wish I would have known that it was as bad, it was worse than what he let on, because I had no idea, or I would have been there sooner. I would have went by. It's going to bug me for a while, I'm sure. But anyway, I just thought I'd do this quick video. And yeah, maybe I should just stick to pigeons or topics that I know of, stay off the political rant, because the other morning it seems like I might have started some junk. So I just deleted that video, because you know what? That's not what I want from this. That's not what I want from this page. There's other places for those formats. But like I said, today with heavy heart, and this is tough for me because I really like my buddy Dave a lot. And it really hurts me, especially for his family. Just say a prayer for Dave's family. Heck, say a prayer for me. I get through this day. I got off tomorrow. I got some projects to finish. I'll try to do a 4th of July video about the birds and stuff. I'll know more tomorrow. Anyway, thanks for putting up with me, guys. You know, like, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you feel like you have to do. I understand. Not everybody is religious. Not everybody cares. And I don't want this to seem like I'm throwing it down your throats, because there's a lot of things in life I don't want shoved down my throat. And religion at one time was one of them. Shout out to all my buddies. You know who you are. Just not up for the name calling today. And want y'all to have a beautiful day and have a great 4th of July weekend, and stay safe out there. And let the people know you love them and you care about them. Pray for them. Get out of this corner. I can turn this video off. Y'all have a great day.